What's up? Welcome to the4review.com.
I'm Tim.
Zach.
Steve. Brad. We are going to be reviewing Halo 4.
What's left of Halo?
Let's start with the campaign / single player.
Okay, they did a very good job making the weapons sound more like weapons. They actually made the assault rifle semi-badass.
I like they kept in the split screen and a consistent link to do 4 people. I like that they added in sprinting. It's different. It's kind of cool.
They threw the part in for reach. Had the same reach thing. You could do your sprint. You could do your jetpack.
I meant like just sprinting in general. You didn't have to have the booster pack too.
Well,
so
that was gave you two. The armor looked better, and the helmet HUD with seeing the whole face mask integrated with the HUD was pretty.
I, on the other hand, do not like the Halo single player in this one. I feel like they took this beautiful masterpiece that was tightly sealed in this museum of awesomeness. They took it out of there and they just threw it in the sewer, dude. It just so shot. Why did they do it? Bastards.
Campaign started good. It started good.
Not really. Well, campaign picked up right where you got left off with the events of Halo 3, which was good. Then they decided to make one of the most convoluted, confusing stories I've ever tried to follow. Actually, before doing this review, we had to spend 30 minutes on YouTube figuring out what the hell exactly happened.
Yes, true
Still didn't
story.
clearly explain everything.
The Didacts and the Forerunners.
The composers.
I mean, I like to think I'm an intelligent guy, and I can grasp,
storylines.
I
understood
understand
Inception.
Yeah,
we got Inception with the shit.
Yeah, and just, I don't...
This is obviously developer flaw, not gamer flaw. This is, if we can't understand the story, there was a problem with the development of the story.
A little
What the hell's
frustrating.
going on? I mean, what the hell is going on?
I think it would have been a lot better if, when they tried making Halo 4, they didn't try to literally take what should have been 4, 5, and 6, crammed it into 4, and now you're also questioning, well, what the fuck's gonna happen in 5? The Arbiter comes back!
No.
Yes!
Alright,
Yes!
alright.
The voice of the covenant.
Wrong. I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Comes back, bring him back.
Nope, probably won't happen, because then you're going to be fighting friendly and non-friendly.
Alright, so let's go
Well,
with
maybe
some...
he has no idea what's going on with these overly religious covenant. He's gonna come back and kick their asses like he did before.
It'd be the big, epic environments. They kept the feel of, just nice, cool. There's like depth to the maps. Like you
Yes.
look up, there's huge ceiling, kind of like environment, thing.
That thing, that was literally it. In my personal opinion, that was the only thing they did right, was kept the big environment. Other than that,
New enemies.
boom! Shot like JFK.
I did like
Enemies.
Oh, new enemies.
too soon, Krillin.
I'm sorry.
The weapons were nice this time. I mean, like I said, the assault rifle was good. They had the battle rifle and the DMR in there. The versatility of the Promethean weapons was a big plus. I definitely like the fact that your rifles could modify.
Let me go over some weapons for exactly, my friend. What they did, they added a bunch of new weapons and they took away a bunch of old unique weapons and they just made three different skins for each weapon. They made a skin for the same weapons in Forerunner, and then they made a skin for each weapon of humans and a skin for each weapon of the Covenant, even though they were the same exact guns.
Except the light rifle did the Covenant carbine and the battle rifle and the DMR. They took everything and threw it into one super gun.
But it's the same. It's nothing new. That's the problem. They.
For the record, the incinerator was a lot nicer than the fuel rod gun. I like the after splash.
They
was
did
badass.
throw in a light machine gun, which was kind of
Yes.
cool.
Yes.
It wasn't
That's the only new thing they did.
overly
The rail gun
powerful,
was
like,
amazing.
Actually, they
I
cut a
like
few
it.
new ones. But
DMR
everything's the
was
same.
the only gun I liked, just because it was nice
Yeah.
and strong. It has
DMR was that was
the
it.
new battle rifle design. It felt like shit.
Yeah, it felt weak.
They got rid of all the dual wielding weapons.
Yes,
The
yeah.
new Covenant beam rifle was better too. It used to be able to overheat it with 2 rapid shots. At least the time it took longer to heat
I
up.
still
Like human sniper rifle, it had the
I still don't
same.
like that really. I don't know.
Shit was awesome.
Yeah, okay, alright, when Halo 2 came out, this dual wielding thing was the
Just
best
mouse
shit
over a
ever.
weapon you want to dual wield and press Y. The right trigger fires.
Cut it off like nothing happened. Dumbest idea. What were they
What's a
thinking?
dual wielding?
Yeah, what's that? There's 2 pistols? Now we gotta use I'm a Spartan.
Wait a minute, where'd all the Spartans come from Halo 4? They were supposed to be so scarce in all the other Halo games, and then, oh, here's the ship Infinity, and there's Spartans left and right.
Yeah, but they also
40 minutes of development.
they still die like normal soldiers. It's all good.
Yeah.
He's still the only one who can do it.
The evolution part of the storyline was shit.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, prepare. I'm going to evolve you from this point to this point. Okay, you look exactly the same. Hang on, you must have telekinesis because you can hear the Didact saying now, and nobody else understands you.
You have no abilities. You can't be deconstructed. And you have a little voice in your head. That's it.
Oh, my head is filled with voices, and they never go away. There's a baby kind of British, an alien who's skittish, and might be possibly gay.
I'll give them an A for effort for trying, but they tried picking up
No, they
Bungie
didn't try.
and fumbled the ball.
They didn't try because they've used so much out of other video games.
Yeah, abandoned.
Which I'm sorry was Gears of War 2.
Yeah, Gears of War 2.
Yeah. Hey, you got the fly pelican in this one. I wanted to do that through Halo 1 through 3. I was like, I want a fly pelican, and now you get to. And it was very disappointing.
Yes,
they,
it was.
they gave you the sequence and
But
they
a
shot it
fly
down like
bird is
everything
part of
else.
In Halo 2, when you used to try to land a thing, the wings and that would actually go facing downward, and you would hover downward. This one obviously has jets in every which direction. It completely changed the pelican.
Another thing, I
One thing I look forward to.
when you were using the Pelican and you were doing two-player split screen. If you were the guy who wasn't flying and you're using a machine gun on the side, you were fucking wedgeless. You couldn't do anything.
Give him the spot laser.
When the guy who was controlling ship went to aim, you literally got cut off like you could only spin. I wouldn't even give it 180 degree radius. I'd give it like 45. So
It made better sense being an ODST jumper and just land on the ship and throw grenades
maybe
on
if
it.
you would have been in a mantis standing on top of the Pelican and shooting, that maybe would have made a little more sense.
That was a Gears of War 3 thing too.
I don't know.
They had that in
It came
Gears of
from
War
Killzone.
3.
It came from Killzone 3. That's yeah. The Mantis. I felt was.
Yeah,
There's a lot of exosuit, shit in games, but
You're already
I
in a
literally
giant
thought-
power suit of armor. Why do you need to jump in another power suit of armor?
power suit.
It made me-
A power suit.
The first thing I thought of was Avatar when he jumped in. I was
Transformers?
expecting him to do this type of shit before he came running out onto Pandora. That would have been badass.
Yeah, that just.
The vehicles were so lame sounding. Like it sounded like an RC car on crack.
The Warthog had a 454. It sounded like it. It was just so loud and choppy.
Yeah, if it had no exhaust smashed off.
Yeah, they botched it. They botched it.
Now you're just overbeating the
No,
game.
listen,
They already beat it to a
they
pulp.
watched-
That's something.
No good.
They botched
Give
all
them
of it.
something.
They have nothing. They deserve nothing.
They
You know
cooked
what?
up a stone and they dropped us in just like a predator. It's all
It's all bullshit. All
Multiplayer.
Multiplayer.
Yes.
That was pretty cool.
It was. I would say it's surprisingly it was fun. I did like some of the
worked.
new game modes. There was
Regicide was interesting.
Regicide. It was fun.
They had that before.
I felt though the guns, they switched up the like how strong some of the guns were. They made some of them really strong, some of them really weak for those multiplayer modes.
yeah. The needler is way overpowered. You get like 5 needles in somebody and they're dead. It's not like my shield's down or something. You're dead.
Yeah.
Mix up for the dual wielding.
And they somehow made that one grenade that sucked in story mode. Like that did
Yeah,
absolutely
it sucked. Free
nothing.
ball.
What was the point of that
Different if you
grenade?
Nobody
It didn't
knows.
even kill anything.
We know
I
it's
couldn't even stick it. It didn't kill anything. It just ripped the shields
I literally
up.
tested it. Like I let him throw it at me. I walked right on top of it, and it almost did nothing to me.
You should have been able to dual wield grenades so you could at least throw that. Oh, well now the shields are down, and now we're gonna throw a frag grenade.
When you were doing that is, do you want to do it so it runs a little faster? Sure.
Hey, at least when it was downloading, they had beautiful cutscenes and
All right, that's one thing I don't
it was
understand.
so
The
serene and
cutscenes-
peaceful.
The cutscenes, amazing graphics. The
Yeah.
gameplay,
Yes.
worse graphics than Halo 3.
Yeah.
What happened? I know what happened. Bungie left. That's what happened. That's the problem.
It's okay. I'm sure it would look just as good when Destiny comes out.
My overall view of multiplayer is this. The Halo had a complete different multiplayer style than any other game back in like the Halo 2, Halo 3 days. But now it seems like they took all the other good multiplayer games and crushed them into this new Halo game that 343 Studios made. And it works, but it's not the awesome Halo that everyone was looking for.
The zombie mode was pretty cool. At least the zombies were mutated in different forms.
But
select forms.
but
Halo 3 Zombies. is
they
better, I'm
I
gonna
don't
say.
know if it had to be Bungie
shit.
doing it. There was no horde mode. It was
Yeah, there was no.
They had that on Halo Reach.
ODST
That was pretty good.
Or Reach Horde mode.
Even ODST, that piece of shit had.
That
had Horde? That was
so
the
an
only part
excuse
of it.
for an expansion.
Dead Space expansion.
Yes.
But yeah. So, alright. Let's
throw it under the
let's
carpet.
cut it off. You know, there's just we have
Alright.
nothing nice to say about it.
Yes.
Let us go with our rating.
Do we have anything for online?
Rating.
I am
I've
going
never played online.
We don't have online.
Multiplayer.
I thought you would have tried.
multiplayer. That's what we're
Multiplayer.
talking.
Why would I
We
pay?
played- that's
Why
what
would
we
I
had
pay
to
for
play,
online when I have a PS3? Fuck you.
Right.
Some of us have not assimilated yet. I'm not going to point
You
it.
guys cut me. Alright.
Yes. Let us go to our
Rating.
ratings of this game.
Alright.
Do we dare? Do
I
we dare?
I'm
Insult
going to
further.
give it. I'm gonna be generous and give it a 4.
Damn.
In my opinion, I don't know. I mean, would I buy the game to play it if it was? No, I would want to borrow it.
I did pay full price. Sorry, me.
Yeah. I mean, it did have a good story. I mean, the gameplay was all right. It had it had mechanics you could.
It felt like Halo.
It felt like Halo, but it just wasn't.
Halo.
I mean, I'm not a huge Super Halo fan to begin with, but I enjoyed Reach tremendously. This was just not. It's just not what I would call a very, very fun game. So I'm going with a 4.
Alright, Zach. 5 is an average game, so this is above average.
5's an average game?
Yes.
You guys are rating everything at like 8s.
No, we didn't.
Yes, you did. From what
That's
I've seen.
because we played games like The Last of Us
And like Battlefield
Killzone 3
Dead Space 3.
and good games.
Drake's
Yes.
Fortune.
PS3 maybe all PlayStation exclusives, but still,
Did it?
I'm not trying to
Okay.
be overly biased to PS3. I'm not trying to do it. If I
Edit that out. I'll re-rate it just because I did not catch up.
No, that's your opinion. That's what you need.
I liked it. I kind of did. I mean, at the end,
knowing the average is 5, what would you give it?
knowing the average is 5, no, I'll agree with him and give it a 4. But as soon as the end of it was there, Cortana dies, I was pissed. Like, okay, love story, then death, and he stares out the window, like, okay. Leaves a great sequel.
Alright, I'm gonna give this game, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5, like they did. I mean, technically, if this
4
game,
out of 5.
I mean, 4 out of 10. 4
Holy out of 5.
I'm sorry. 4
Talk
out
about
of
Mass
10.
Effect
Whoa.
status.
I'm sorry.
Alright.
4 out of 10. I mean, the game felt normal. It played fine. I mean, the storyline was good, but it was. I mean, the story was. It was set up to be good, but they made it so damn complex that you couldn't figure it out playing the game. You had to go to exterior source to understand what was going on while in the game. So that just doesn't work. But yeah, they pretty much took something unique, a unique Halo franchise, and they made it bland, and that's what makes it a 4.
This videos on YouTube were supposed to be DLC. Just didn't tell you
Shit, that's what I mean. They need DLC to cover their own ass in the original making of the game.
that. Other people had to sit there and probably
Yeah.
drink Monster Energy drinks and eat Cheetos late into the night to figure out what the fuck was going on.
Alright. So, Brett.
I'm gonna help you generous and give it a 4. The fact that there was like there was
4. Ah shit.
the fact that there was no like boss battle either was such an unsatisfying end. I'm really
Yeah, that ended.
I hate
It wasn't a boss
shit.
battle. It lasted 5 seconds.
That wasn't
No,
the
that's not a boss battle. We had to press a button.
sequence.
It was a
He
button.
shoved a grenade in his mouth.
No, he didn't. He put it on his chest. I
Little tap on
don't
the
like
chest.
button sequence cutscenes. Not that even was a cutscene, but I don't like button sequences. Like that's. If I'm playing a game and it's supposed to be, gameplay, yeah, I'm gonna play it. But then if I'm trying to enjoy a fucking cutscene,
Like
you're throwing in button sequences. That's just retarded as shit. That's what started to kill Resident Evil. That's why Resident Evil's selling itself out so hardcore, like a little whore.
In the next review.
Resident Evil.
I'm not even gonna dignify it because
No,
it's just gonna be
good.
terrible. The score I give it is gonna fucking 1. It's 4. There was nothing new.
So honestly, the average is 4
Yeah.
out of
There's
10.
a lot of resentment in this room. I can just feel it
Yeah,
speaking from
it is.
everyone.
I mean, I was a Halo fan. I honestly loved Halo. After Halo 2 was like the pinnacle of Halo, and then it just slowly got worse and except Reach. Reach was good.
Reach was beyond awesome.
It reached above the rest.
Reach was like after that.
And since that was Bungie's last game,
obviously you can tell where Bungie left off and 343 picked up. There's a clear divide. I mean,
Step it the fuck up.
So, yeah, that's our review for Halo 4. Thanks for joining us, folks.
Don't kill us.
Yeah,
I'm sure you think the same. I'm sure everyone's thinking it. We're just saying it.
So,
Everyone's
Lawyers for
thinking it.
343 are getting ready to
we'll see y'all next time. Thanks for joining us.
Hopefully Halo 5 is better, but it's not good. It's not.
The real Halo.